As the war with Iran approaches its 10th week, we continue our focus on the impacts here at home. Many Iranian Americans are struggling to cope. I spoke with a therapist and a business leader lending a hand to those torn between two countries and between a repressive regime and a war that could devastate their homeland. Given the government massacre that preceded the war, daily bombings, internet blackouts, and threats from both sides,
the entire country could be taken out in one night.
You might expect that more Iranian Americans would be seeking therapy. But Santa Ana clinical psychologist Ehsan Garajadaki says the war is having the opposite effect on his Iranian American clients.
So they're isolating, they're withdrawing. It's at times also a sign of helplessness.
He's working closely with business leader Shani Moslehi, who also runs the Iranian American Chamber of Commerce in Orange County, to coordinate free therapy sessions and workshops for a community in trauma. What is it like to be an Iranian American right now?
It's very stressful. We have so many conflicting feelings. You know, one day we're sad, one day we're happy, but altogether we're sad that the country is being bombed. But we're hopeful that this government will go away one of these days soon.
Survivor's guilt, anger, sadness, helplessness, and so many other conflicting feelings also giving way to a rift within the community about whether this war is the answer.
It's understandable that everybody's angry, everybody is emotional. But that doesn't mean that there is no way out, there's no way of processing the complexity. And a good example, analogy, for instance, is do you believe, in an operating room, emergency room, how do doctors and nurses handle the situation? Are they not human beings? They're human beings too. So they have trained themselves to remain calm and rely on scientific, more or less, methodologies to kind of show them their way, even though they're surrounded with trauma. Right? Well, regular people can do that too.
Moslehi says the freezing and isolation is manifesting in business as well.
Unfortunately, because of all the emotions that we feel, a lot of the small businesses, a lot of self-employed people are stepping back. They're afraid, they're worried, they have too much going on, and they don't know how to go forward.
Usually an organizer of celebrations, she now finds herself organizing vigils, mental health sessions, and even a business expo on May 7th to help give Iranian American businesses a boost and a sense of community and support. Garajadaki says unity is possible.
If you do the same thing over and over again, you get the same results. Let's start changing that and actually learn how to tolerate differences. And that's the bare minimum to tolerate. I would even go beyond that, not just tolerate, but also learn to empathize, to hear one another out.
There are people who might see this even now, see that advice and say, this is a binary black and white issue. You're either for the regime or you're for the war. What do you say to that?
Black and white thinking is one of the worst things you can do. So why would you engage in a very destructive, ineffective strategy? You have to look at this, our approach, cautioning people or prompting people to take positions like these polar positions help. Has it helped? Ask yourself. If it hasn't helped, then what do you repeat doing something that hasn't helped?
If you're feeling hopeless, you are not alone. Therapists and free resources are available in multiple languages, and the Nowruz Clinic Foundation offers free Zoom workshops every Thursday. And you can call or text the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime by dialing 988. Help is free and anonymous.